character is as far as the meta. He's definitely been working on his pole sword. Now we're gonna get Verse, Mike, and Frostibus all fighting it off spawn.
Big parry coming in from Frostibus. Verse having to invest in early F2, gets Conti the uppercut. Mike is like, I'm going to throw a blue too. And then Frostibus throws it in Verse's direction. He finds the elimination, but Mike finds his Soul Bloom. Frostibus looking for this chance to escape here. He has no armor. He's got no way to sustain this one out. He finds the LMB. He finds the uppercut. He finds the grapple into the blue focus. No, not going to happen. Going for the 1-2 here. Looks for the ultimate cast. Is going to be a best case scenario right now for Frostibus. The whole check. The F1 gets avoided. He's going to go for the jump LMBs. And with it, blue focus comes out here. Mike could get caught to the lethal jab to get kill confirmation for the jump LMB, but Frostibus, has 1 second left for the F1. Looks for the try to close gap into Mike's position. Finds the R&B. Double kill from the get-go from your boy. Love to take it.
You love to see it. Great play from Frostibus. 1 step ahead of Mike every step of the way. Now we're going to get KLA's 225. 225, been having a little bit of a slow day, but my man warms up for 5 rounds. Can he show up big versus the Juggernaut? That is Frostibus. Massive lead for Frostibus, who has an ulti in the chamber again. 225 has the nice poke damage coming out. Frostibus goes for the cross against Staff. He's going to get picked up by that R&B. Again, goes for the Honk Sword dash through. Both of them one charging. And Frostibus goes with the mid dodge. Goes for the ultimate. 225. Smart. Looks for the tab dodge. Able to deny that ultimate. And now Frostibus going for a ride. Jumping LB's coming out. Goes for the 3-piece. Not able to get an F1. Going to put in a tech chase situation. Frostibus denying the tech chase with the light attack. But the jumping LMB coming out from KLS T225. He's heating up now. Able to slow down Frostibus' roll.
Yeah, very close point for Frostibus to pick up 3 for 3, but we do have still fights happening. GG Shaw, Crow's Nest positions of the spawns had immense player counts to be spawning in here. GG Shaw up against what seems to be unavoidable odds against players that forces him to look towards burning his ultimate as it comes out here. Now, Wang Liang is distancing himself out towards Crow's Nest. Spider in close tow. To see Wang Liang has a purple Honk Sword on standby, so whether or not we're going to see the players try to find the capitalization of finding the body, Wang will use his ultimate in response to kind of disallow this chase happening for further in ends. But GG Shaw gets caught, didn't get the disenchantment, gets eliminated by Arano. Arano looking for himself into the scale rush position to try to find himself the loot of the body. Gets caught in this spot where we could see Spider looking for these scale rush spams off of this cliff side. And of course, Arano has another pounce ready to go here for his V2, so he's going to take the time to using those enhanced scale rushes to distance himself up. Star looking for those bow shots. Armor heals happened. We're going to see Arano look for these heals back to back if he can. There's another chance for him to use a heal here, but instead he looks to rush this one and he's like, bump it. We're going to throw this one out. Balls to the wall. V2 through the window to the wall. He might be looking for the launch. And with every chance, another parry comes out here, but Arano having himself to get to the rooftop again, once more into the fray. Star looking to try to get himself closing to his target. And Arano is just making this more difficult for any one of these targets that try to come through. Spider is going to go ahead and keep the chase on. But I did see a chance here for both these targets to just look and lurk and making sure they can catch him. He's just going to let them be. He's going to be long gone by the time this ends, Raven.
Yeah, great job by Arano with this disengage. Immediately breaks on the side, uses a roof to guard his grapple out, but Spider hot on his heels, max grapple distance with the new glyph boards flying first class. One of my favorite additions to the game was definitely the ability to use that grapple speed and have that grapple distance, and because of that, Spider's able to close the distance. Now Arano clanking, one charge, F going to be invested, Spider staying on top of him, fading away, throws the focus out, and Arano ready to catch him with loving arms, gets that big parry. Now Arano catching Spider, lacking on the outside, unsafe diagonal dodge coming out from Spider. Rare mistake for spacing, but now Spider getting a nice juggle, a 2-piece, sending Arano flying, goes for the triple charge, not able to get it. Arano pops the F1. Now Spider lurking on the other side, double jump coming up from Arano, is going to get punished. Burn damage, doing a lot to Arano. He has to be careful right here. The armor's not going to matter, but Spider stays on top of him, releases another triple charge. Arano's not ready to dodge, and WBG Spider gonna pick up another kill. Frostibus is gonna go down with 2 kills, just barely passing Spider, but now Spider's still alive, has an opportunity to retake the lead away from Alliance Frostibus.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Frostibus, I believe, spawned into Crow's Nest, saw all the engagement, thought that he had a kind of opportunity to kind of take a based, a stance on being aggressive into the beginning again once more. But I hope we get a replay of seeing what happened back then, because I want to see how that kind of momentum kind of led towards going through. 2 kills though into this round. Spider having his first elimination into this case scenario, and then with TT25 being the kill leader into this game with 2 eliminations, he's still into the 10th place position overall. So for him to carry over points, it would make his worthwhile effort entering to Yang. That's going to spawn here in around 90 seconds, maybe 100 seconds right now. As Versus making his way towards here, Spider's going to be looking to converge onto his position. Blue fan, blue armor, blue pistol. He's got everything in terms of that blue rarity to kind of work into this round so far. But Star into what seems to be into the Celestial's Immortal Temple, has his close position into nearby Yang spottage. So for Star right then, it's going to be looking to just be patient about it. TT25 though, being on the aggressive, has a purple Hong Sword, purple armor. He finds no reason why to wait. He finds Wang Liang into his building. We're going to see a scare rush to kind of exit around the premises. And of course, with Wang Liang just keeping himself nice and composed as a Tesla, he could just keep this to his advantage if TT25 finds it to be more worthwhile to look for the hunt. But WBG Spider grabbing a Valiant Challenger into this game before Yang. A nice tactile strength of play where he can kind of take advantage of being able to take the Yang fight, conserving a lot of time away from any outside opponents, and then being able to have gold by the time he exits. It's a strategy he can take into going through. It's just so long as someone doesn't want to try to grief him out before Yang begins. And that's going to be coming up here in a 30 seconds time frame or so, or 40 seconds, I should say. Spider over by the Immortal Temple. We're going to see Star, Arano, all within the vicinity of this. CDY and GG Shaw, they're making their way towards the Noble Cave where they have that Yang nearby towards them. But Mike opting in. You mentioned this before. You know, he doesn't take the Yangs as often as case scenarios go through. He's rather taking the chance of fighting the Spirit Well for the year that comes out of it for this point before the Yang decides to go through, unless he really does want to take his chance to kind of go to the engagement factor and decides to go straight towards it.
JJH, Star, WBG Spider, everyone posturing to go into the first realm of Young. I'm hoping that we get to see a Mike versus Spider fight go down. Spider not able to get in. We're not going to get our wishes. Instead, we're going to get EWG's Arano versus Mike. Arano having a stellar performance this NBPL season. Spider and Mike both giving him a ton of credit for being one of the stronger fighters to join the league. But Mike, no one is strong when it comes to winning these finals. Mike, one of the most decorated players, is going to lose out on the grapple opener. F1's going to be invested. Akos v Akos. Nice light attack coming out from Mike, able to land the attack. Goes for the focus attack. Still holding on to it. Sends double one charges. Is going to get parried. Goes for the double jump. Omnidirectional tiger straight to the ground. Arano spaces it out. Gets a nice lunge. Going to get an uppercut combo. And now Mike, tricky, quick little hop skip, runs in, tap dodges out, now catches Arano on landing, returning the favor with his own uppercut combo. Now looking for the F1, baiting out Arano. Arano doesn't have as much ult charge, able to use the pillar that'll kite Mike, and now we're in the last hit point situation. Arano with the pillar advantage is going to pop his F1. Mike responds with the F1, looks for the tech chase, able to get a half LMB into the RMB focus attack. OUG's Mike keeps up the aggression, takes down Arano. Arano, no room to breathe, is going to get suffocated out by OUG's Mike's pressure.
Finally, Mike's coming through here outside the Yang with violence incurred. 1 kill on the board. He sees CDY. He's thinking about it, contemplating it. Is rather going to take the Spirit Well position, if I'm not mistaken, or if there's a bounty scroll in the background. We're going to have to double check. However, Mike coming out here, Akos versus Akos, Arano goes down. We're going to see a Yang depletion to be in effect for him, so he's going to have to find somewhere, somehow, a person to fight. DRG Fong, though, Valiant Challenger in the play, having to go up against GG Shaw, where Fong is looking towards avoiding the F2 from the Shayo from Shaw's side. TT25 is not going to be shying away from this. He has Vermilion Burst Might as well as a winner of his Yang, so for him, taking this initiation is his best case. Nice headshot stagger coming out here from Star. As you can see, GG Shaw looking to take the skies with these grapples and keeping the momentum going through. Blue Dagger versus Purple Dagger. Fong will take a gladly take the Purple Dagger. You can find the parry, but Shaw, we see him go for these crouch LMBs as much as he can go through, but his horizontal game could be on point if he'd done it right off of this ravine. But as you can see, Fong finds his way into the Ventai Temple. Now it's free real estate for Fong, just scare rushing left to right to center to top to the bound. He's a compass right now, right? And all of a sudden, the Ventai Temple is North Pole. It's going in circles. Arano might be checking his chances here, though. As we can see, JJH's Star and TT25 are in a tassel. Arano can take this parry into the vicinity. The F1 comes out here from Star and has a chance here from TT25 to look for the kill confirmation. There's going to be a parry, and the RB gets parried, double parry from TT25. Finding the Soul Bloom from JJH's Star denies Arano for Yang depletion to be rid of. of. And now T225 having to use ultimate in response as Arano uses his first pounds, finds that ultimate focus immunity to get himself rid of it. And there's going to be the V2 in response again. Arano now looking to try to back off here. A pistol shot from T225 could aim to be true, but of course he's going to look for the angles here. So many buildings for Arano on cliff sides for him to scare Rush of. He's going to have a little bit of chance, a little bit of trouble. He's going for straight shot territory here. He finds the scare rush straight through 2 windows. And of course, he's going to have to look for the scare rush here to engage against T225 here again. But T225's ultimate is done. There's going to be the LMB, the jump LMB, and that's going to be T225's 5th kill elimination. My boy Smirk King coming out here for the kill leader by 3 kills.
We're already up to 5 kills. I like I was saying, 225 takes 5 rounds to heat up, but he's always good for 1 pop-off game, and he just climbs the leaderboard every single time. He was all the way at the bottom. Now he's making his way to the middle of the pack, and if he keeps this momentum going up to 7, 8 kills, he could find himself in the top 3 just off with the back of 1 big round with that gold longsword. He's staying active right now onto CDY's. Tessa is going to be invested, but 225 is going to get hit. 225 immediately rolls in with the parry. CDY is going to get taken out by Wang Lang, though. Wang Lang defending his kill, knocks 225 away. Vermilion's buff on 225. He is going to give up the kill to Wang Lang. Only 7 seconds left. Wang Lang gladly takes his life. We take those free donations. We'll take the charity. Wang Lang, 13.8, 3 kills. But with that Vermilion's buff, 225 is going to be able to posture up, set up for the second realm of Yang. OUG's Mike does have a bounty on CDY. He has to be careful right now. Doesn't want to get taken down. CDY all the way at the bottom of the leaderboard. If he's hoping to let everyone know that it was a mistake dropping him for OUG's Mike, he's still, even though he's at 9 points, that isn't that far off the middle of the pack. It's only a difference of 7 points between 3rd and 12th. Again, probably one of the closest I've ever seen on the leaderboard. Everyone's so evenly matched going into every single game. Everyone pulling out all the stops. Normally, you would see a lot of people hold back a little bit, hide a lot of what they've been testing out. We see a little bit of limit testing coming out, but everyone is playing their heart out today. You love to see such excellent Naraka play going down right before the actual grand finals, and we're getting a great taste of what that's going to be looking like looking forward.
Yeah, big chances to see the performance of the players. You know, T225 being at 5 kill eliminations, right? DRG Fong at 2nd place kill leader position of 2 kills, so that 3 kill difference can make or break the point score. And for CDY to catch, you know, a couple eliminations into the board, that's where it can really make it count. He's going to Romy Yang. He's earnest for it. He's got, gold dagger, purple armor, Shail, right? He's got everything kind of working through it, so long as he's going up against a target that he's going to be comfortable up in the matchup with the character selection. It's Akko's, it's Mike. All right, well, you know, sometimes things lead out. He's got gold nunnies on standby. He's got a Starfall on the build as well, so whether or not he's going to take the chance of just trying to use it for the melee resistance, or he finds a sneaky teleportation towards his opponent, you know, with the jutsu type mindset. Let's take a look and see, because CDY goes straight to the sky, look for those special shots, looks for the F2 and the F1 from Mike as a response tactic. You're going to see a soul break for free here. There's going to be a 600 damage coming out here from that blue focus spam, coming out for the crouch LMBs. And of course, he's looking to try to go again for it. And this is going to force Mike's ultimate. And as the pounces come out here, CDY uses his ultimate in response here. We're going to see Mike looking for those purple bounces, but of course, the clings come out. The hits are met. There's going to be the first block. We're going to see Mike looking for the V2 teleport. He dodges it. He's looking for the pounces again and again and again. The F1 to kind of initiate. The F2 going to be coming out here from CDY. The second block coming through. CDY looking to try to not invest the 3rd block just yet, but he gets caught to the V2 pounces. Might get some heal back. We're going to see a chance here for the jump LMBs, and be careful about these scare rushes, because we know there's going to be a chance for the second V2 to come out here, but the 3rd block is activated. CDY could take the time to teleport, having himself to get that Pabloom coming through. Mike was revealing that ace up his sleeve the whole time and looking for the scare rush between 2 targets. 20 seconds on the clock. Scare rush comes out to be denied with a grapple stagger. Mike having F1 here finds the RMBs, looking for the timing here for the scare rush again, but the uppercut's confirmed, and RMBs right there with him with a 40% mitigation. Mike was able to survive, but this one is not going to count for him to survive. CDY cheering himself on, and into the second round we got Spider versus AS.
Big kill from CDY, taking down his main off, OUG's Mike. Great play from him, climbing up the lead when a JL AS versus WBG Spider, taking to the skies. Top Gun going down. AS wants to make his name known, taking down one of the current GOATs. AS being doubted by everyone. Can he still do it? Trying to prove all of his haters wrong. Hadi versus Hadi gets the half charge enemy, delaying his light attack, and he's able to close it out. 2 upsets going down in the second realm of Yang. Rare instance where we're going to see OUG's Mike with Yang depletion and WBG Spider with Yang depletion. This last leg transitioning to the end game is going to be spicy with those 2 Terminators out on the field looking for a Soul Bloom.
I'll be back is what we could hopefully expect from Spider. Of course, he's gonna have to be the Maverick of this game. You know, that's double entendre, double reference right there. Well, Mike is having to really push himself though. We're the 3 minutes and 20-second mark for his roaming Yang depletion. He sees 2 targets on the board: Wang Liang, Fong. Fong has been activating Valiant Challengers back to back. We saw one before this one in the Ventai Temple, but he activated the second one in the Ventai Temple to initiate violence across the board. And he does have himself to really want to set that one up. Now, Mike having roaming Yang depletion is going to be a tough opposition for him right now, because as not one of the few Akasus into this round, it really works to the benefit of the players to kind of look for the timing of poking him out. Tessa's on the other hand, like Wang Liang, would be another target for these players to look into trying to focus this out. But Sunbelt Dwelling looks to be the final initiation for a lot of these players here. We know Spider's going to be having a really workaround position where if he's going to have to find a Soul Bloom, either he uses Flight Form to actually engage and to try to get himself locked in to try to swipe everyone away from it and picking it up, or has to use it defensively. We'll have to double check to see, because a pulse or swipe coming out from Mike is going to force out Wang Liang in a position he'd rather not be in. F1 coming out here, jump element from Mike, trying to pick up the Soul Bloom. It's going to be picked up. Spider looking to use the F2 as a combo breaker. The horizontal from the dagger almost reached through the window from CDY as the F1 is initiated. TT25 looks to lock down GG Shaw. GG Shaw get out the window. And with everything coming out from Spider, he's going to have to be careful with the V2, because Spider has to look towards using it as a defensive measure. Now, Spider looking for the heals. Gets caught by the bell. We could see a chance for some of these players to look to try to lock him down, but we're going to see Mike looking to loot up the body of Wang Liang and finding any Jades that worked in his preface, because 2 minutes and 40 seconds left for Spider. Mike looking to charge with the RMBs. Has the F1 on standby. My boy looking for the scare rush here. There's a blistering edge. There's a reveal right then and there. Spider looking for the scare rush out of the window again and again. Fong back into the mix, looking for the RMBs. Fong has himself a blue dagger, blue fan. He might be looking to try to get himself into this position, but TT25 looking to try to be as close as possible to Spider, as he lost all his armor into his disengagements. He used himself to use the disinvolve his ultimate, so that way he can conserve that rage onto this board. But will it be enough? TT25 is keeping the pressure onto him, as other players can take the chance of grappling him and seeing how much HP he's got. It could be a chance for Spider to get out of here, but no one's going to let it up more than Fong, more than Spider, or more than TT25, and hopefully, let alone from GG Shaw, who still has his chance of actually locking this one down. And we got to remember, right? We saw a Starfall in the mix, so if someone takes a chance of locking Spider in mid grapple animation, would be a blessing upon CDY if he finds the opportunity of doing so.
Spider makes out like a bandit. All the bushes doing a lot of work for Spider. He has a minute and 40 seconds, but the rest of the lobby knows that this particular Hadi now has no ultimate. So Spider, with the kiting path, using his combo break, is in a vulnerable state right now. 225 noticing this Hong Sword Hadi. Your weapon gives away who you are. So part of the wardrobe change, we call it, is switching out your weapon. Does Spider have another weapon so that this lobby stops focusifying them? Really, really good job from everyone to stay on top of the Hadi, who doesn't have ultimate. Nice drop down RB. It's going to be coming out from Spider, shredding Mike's armor from behind, but immediately everyone piles on to Spider, and he does have that second ultimate up. He is going to be able to fly away and heal. 225 just being an absolute nuisance for Spider. 50 seconds left. Can Spider find a Soul Bloom? Remember, what makes players great are not the situations that they should win. It's these situations that they shouldn't win. WBG Spider taking Fong for a ride. He's going to get Tessa ulted. Now stuck on the bottom. He's going to eat another F2 versus Shaw. Spider in a tough situation. Going to get fan shredded. 30 seconds left. Can he find a Soul Bloom? Everyone is descending bottom. We're gonna get the armor potion. 225 looking for the flank play as well. Fong spacing out on the Tessa, being absolute nuisance. 15 seconds left for Spider. Can he find a Soul Bloom right now? Shayo being pressured. CDY forced to pop ultimate, is going to be backing off. Spider just looking for anything right now. Instead, he's going to eat an F2 from GG Shaw, and WBG Spider is going to go down at 22.9. 6 people alive, sir. 8 minutes left. Chaos going down. Finally, Yang depletion is going to end up. It looks like Mike was able to get a Soul Bloom, though.
Yeah, yeah, he's able to come back in the game. And on top of that, it's kind of tough for Spider. He was looking for any sort of kill opportunities to be had. CDY was definitely on the board there, but then once he saw that the ultimate Shayo hadn't been burned yet, he had to slightly lower his shoulders. Like, dang, there's no way I can come back from this. And that's kind of the tough moments in the final 15 seconds of the Roman Yang depletion, because we've seen players coming out here for the last couple of seconds, milliseconds really, where they find the soul bloom and then they come back into the game and they pop off for another 2 kills and then they make themselves into the top 3 placement, and it can happen, right? It's just those opportune moments that can be had. Now, Mike finding the soul bloom in his essence, still in the game. One of the 2 Akuses left into the round. TT25 still having close, still holding the top kill leader position with 5 eliminations, is still on the chopping block if these players find an Akos by himself, right? And like you said, the weapon wardrobe is the biggest play here. CDY, though, first Roman Yang against Shaw, as the replay is going to consume the time. We're going to see what CDY had in a story against a Shayo versus Shayo. Now, has he gone through and looking to try to burn the blocks? Yes, of course, but being careful about this parry right then and there, knows that he's going to burn the block, doesn't switch out for a pistol, decides to try to burn this out as often as he can, and there he is, taking distance to his advantage, while the Shayo coming out for GG Shaw, try to close gap the distance. CDY will use his F2 to mitigate that teleport from the flash step pursuit and getting himself that elimination into the board. And he's still rotating around here counterclockwise. Try to keep in mind, we still have a Moonbane still to drop into this circle. So for these players, keeping a fair distance between one another to try to not to converge against one another is kind of the main task at hand. Mission, don't get grief banned. That's what what's the most important part in the NBPL is. So that way you don't get clicked on, or you get, Wu Chen teleported into a thorny roller. I'll stop. That's Alliance. Because, as much as I could try to hear everything that kind of come through here, hopefully we...
T225, 5 kills. Can he close this out? Now, he's done this so many times before that I'm not even surprised that he does that. When I saw him at the bottom of the leaderboard, I was like, 225. He always just gambles everything, always plays the highest risk play style, and it finally pays off for him going into the last leg of the end game. OUG's Mike started out the day slow as well, like T225. Spider sprinted ahead, but Mike, super resilient mentality, plays a very consistent game. And are we seeing a Congeneric coming out? My man has a great sword, pole sword, always finding ways to innovate and have fun. Fong peeking over the edge, seeing the Congeneric going out, recognizing that, taking note of it. Fong having a neighbor here, get this Tessa scum away from me. Tessa, known for that third party, going into this end game, and rare instance that we're gonna have 6 players on a bursting map. Usually we have 3 to 4 going into these end games, but today everyone playing the keeps, everyone super competitive. Shayo, Hottie, Tessa, the new meta on the Morris map. Long getting poked out right now. Not a lot of cannons showing up into the end screen. No one has blistering edge. No one has some burning damage. So the refereeing, no one's really getting focus fired out right now. The Shayo is backing off into the corner. KLHT 225 has OUG's Mike on the Akos, and it looks like the Bash brothers are going in versus the Shayos. They don't want to go to this full end game. They're going to be pressuring these Shayos out. Now, one of the tough parts of being Shayo is that your ultimate isn't really offensive. You don't really get to all in someone, so there isn't this mutual destruction. You can just get chain range attack to death. When you pop ultimate, that's not going to stop range attacks. You're still going to be poking out, and CDY being the victim of a lot of this poke damage. Tessa ult is going to be coming out, but CDY trying to make up, going into zone, grabbing some heals, does get the purple armor. And now transitioning everyone in this building, lots of low health. Ultimate's gonna be invested, but 225 at the top of this with Mike refereeing this lobby, trying to create an opportunity for each other. But CDY knows what they're trying to do, is gonna invest a ton. That gold dagger doing tons of damage to KLA's 225. He is gonna have to back off. He has to be careful right now. Placement points and that kill multiplier, super important if he's hoping to have that one pop-off game to launch him into the last game, that clutch game, game 6.
That's that part right there. And you know, it's crazy too because CDY right now gets caught to that V2 pounce that C25 is putting the pressure. He does have golden undies in the back line. He does have flying kick. He does have Vajra's grip. So any sort of blue focuses that come out, it's only going to only do some momentary, you know, disposition. But when he catches the flying kick with the 1-2-3 with the nunchucks that he's got, he can kick someone out of the zone. And that's what I'm hoping for. Put in the bingo card as CDY is getting pelted by range shots, bond to bond by both, you know, players off the ridge of Fong, as well as worrying about headshots from AS. And then there it is, bow shot from Mike coming through here for his third elimination, killing off CDY. And as a result, we still have 5 players left alive. Mike getting his chance here for an R&B to the R&B. If everything comes out here, Mike's gonna have to be very careful about his next move here, as he does have the V2 to be necessary into the end game to knock down any enemy opponents into the final circles. But in the meantime, have to see about what's going to happen next. As we can see, T25 has a common cannon in tow. He's getting those cannon shots through the wall, going to repair right in the face of Mike, as Mike is looking for the reset for the vitality, as he's looking for his health bar, his red health bar, as I could say, as Fong is getting pelted through the walls here. He finds his gold dagger to have in usage, but he is going to be trying to distance himself away as far as possible. GG Shawn, for instance, he is keeping himself right nice and tidy in the center for the last 100 seconds or so, where he's able to keep himself nice and cool and cucumber, but Fong sees his chance of here launching it through. GG Shawn using his F2 in response to the F1, be having the invulnerability to get right back to the zone. It's going to go for the high ground. 85% on the ultimate, casts it, misses it. Looking for the horizontal here. Goldman gets paired by AS as he was anticipating the dash LMB to come through, but Fong takes the time to heal here again. This is going to be the final circles, the last minute or so. Prize fall coming out here. Big time reveal. GG Shaw taking a lot of damage and having to force the ultimate, but the F2 comes through, and we're going to have to see whether or not this avoidance is going to be had, because with it, GG Shaw has the V2 to teleport towards AS and finds another V2 proc to be coming through. The second block is initiated, and for GG Shaw, he can use this to close gap towards AS, but of course, taking his time, he's going to look for the reset to the tree line, looking for the tree line to just scale up as much as possible and use the V2 in order to teleport to AS. Still has that third block on standby. 8 seconds left for his ultimate though, and having to really just rotate around these players. There's a third block, catches that F2 and keeps as much momentum into the sky as much as possible, and just drops right down here for the final 30 seconds.
GG Shaw making his way to the heavens, super high up there, but on the ground over here in the depths, 225 thriving, holding that ultimate low, gonna pop a heal, wants to make it to this heal off. Now 225 with the gold armor, just need to stay in the center right now. 5 kills to his name. He needs to ladder up right now. No slouch to playing off the heals game. He is gonna assassinate the other outcomes. Mikey's gonna go down to 225. JL's AS on the Hottie ultimate, trying to peel everyone down. 225 gets the soul bloom, looking for the last hit. Is gonna get another hit off, but JLAS is gonna pick off a ton of kills using that burn damage. And 225 with the satisfaction. Sip coming in clutch. Game 5, gonna shoot up the leaderboards with OUG's Mike, and like always, we see the same top 5 in the leaderboards. That 225, that OUG Mike, that Spider, all at the top, but a newcomer, new school Alliance Frostivus doing super well, and going into game 6.